They gonna do.
Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Florida Gators and the BYU Cougars. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Florida Gators and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Gators headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Finds a crease, it's Turner. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Tries to get it himself. He's past the sticks. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, it has the speed to make you pay. It just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Quarterback changing the play. Back to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Out wide left, it's Phillips.
What the fuck, my heart?
But he got 10 on that one.
And man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's
Fuck
so much
flat
fun
at,
to
man.
watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch. Get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play. So it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there. Because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the run, it's Turner. And that's a
There we go.
Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a frustrating end to a promising drive. When you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can.
Overturn like a
mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football game.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Long way to go on 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Damn, them bitches got pushed down.
Everybody there, well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're
it's on the Saints. Let's get it.
This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
BYU right back to the line. Pushes ahead. And he's in. Touchdown.
Damn, them boy blocking their ass off.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. possessions. Right side, it's Abrams. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Gators come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He's got enough to move the chain.
That was a big first down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a first down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively, big first down for this area.
Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout.
Come on, bro. Hold on to the fucking ball, dude.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Back to pass on second down. Out wide right, it's Abrams. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing as a wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work.
They go live. They go live.
This is a designed run. Got the first down himself. Turning it on.
Come on, bro. What a face mask at, man.
The 50-yard line.
I'll tell you what, dude. In today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gators can really attack on this second and short. Tries to do it himself. Oh,
Kiss my fucking ass, dog.
Defense got it. They're on the run.
I love those smashes when you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last.
Makes a grab and room to run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Going to the ground. Just smothered on the play.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Making the adjustment. Sets his feet. It's Bachmeier. He's got an open man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. BYU with the 1st and 10. Running it to the right. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They'll run it. There's a crease.
Oh!
Touchdown, Cougars. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Coming out with it, it's Lloyd. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Jones wants to throw it. Left side, it's Mays. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Looking at a 2nd and short now. The run inside. It's Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
That was a horrible ass throw, Mendoza.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Gotta make the play on.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
Oh! Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over
wide the fuck open, dog.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They're all over him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. Snowed under by the defense. BYU lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab down the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Trying to do it himself. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Bryant. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. The snap sets up the throw. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moves the pocket. It's Mendoza. He's got him in the flat. Brought down.
That was so dumb.
Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's going to take a shot. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the UNLV Rebels taking on the number 8 team, the Arizona State Sun Devils.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
And it's UNLV sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Just like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Sells the run, looking to pass. Lets it fly. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Jones to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's down right there, short gain on the ground.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
That's reeled in. It's Abrams. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Gators are rolling down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. They put the brakes on it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds him out of the backfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain. Now they're forced to
and they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Sets his feet. It's Bachmeier. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. Now on the counter. Defense all over him.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They want to run this quarterback. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Motion from the back. Jones wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Montgomery. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Gators will hustle to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Pulls it in, it's Mays. And a nice grab there, big pickup down to the 35-yard line. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On play action. Looking left. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Fires complete on the crosser. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown Gators! A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Second and long here. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Left side is Phillips. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Looking for room straight ahead. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. After 45 on his way, he's into the open down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, BYU! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. An impressive run from the back, gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw one first. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Jones to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Gonna look downfield again. Shoots it to the left. And wings it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. The Gators are flying down the field. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Going for it all. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On the move. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll get him down after a solid return. runs it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Swamped immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Brings it in down the left side. Off to the races. Touchdown, BYU! And the punishment has been extended. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. From deep, it's Abrams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. First down here for the offense. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Cooper.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Jones wants to throw it. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the move, it's Turner. Oh, he's got some space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in. Beck's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Can't make the catch. In fact,